Hello and welcome back. In this video, we're going to have the third part of regular expression series in Python. Okay, so let's get into it without any delay. So this is the third part of regular expressions in Python. This is the intermediate step. We're going to talk about very important method of RE module, that is findall. Okay, and then we're going to see something more about it, some more features of findall. Okay, so let's get into it. The contents, of course, you're going to get on the timestamps in the description down below. Okay, so check out the description and you can check what we are going to study. Okay, first let's check out the error. Okay, in the previous video we have had an error. Okay, that 3 comma 5, we were about to match options, like it can be 3 ha, 4 ha, or 5 ha. Let's repeat that. I'm going to write it again. Ha regex is equals to re dot compile. I'm going to tell you what the error was and how am I correcting it. Okay, compile. Okay, raw string. Okay, in bracket I'm going to write ha, and what I was doing was 3 comma 5. Okay, I'm going to get an error. Why we are going to get an error? Or what error? Oops. Yes, this is very bad mistake which I have done, that is to import re. Okay, so first of all we must import re. That is the most important step. I'm just going to copy it and I'm going to paste it, because re module has compile function. Okay, compile method we can say, and I'm doing object1 is equals to regex. Okay, dot search, and I'm writing ha and ha 5 times. Okay, writing ha 5 times. Okay, now I'm calling the group method. Okay, group. I'm calling the group method. Now I must get an error, which I got. Okay, now what I'm doing, look over here completely. What I'm doing is I am removing the space between these 3 comma 5 or 3. Okay, we write 1 2 or 1 comma something. These are called as quantifiers. So this particular thing is because we have had the space over here, so we don't need any space when we write quantifiers. Okay, or when we write things, because space is considered something. No, it is very important thing when we talk about regular expression. It is considering space also. Okay, now I got what I wanted, like 5 times printed ha ha ha. If I do the same thing, okay, because this particular 3 comma 5 quantifier is going to print, is going to search for ha at least 3 times and maximum of and at most of 5 times. So I'm writing it for 4 times. Okay, so I'm writing ha ha for 4 times, and I'm okay, not this. I'm writing mo1 dot group. Okay, I got. Okay, so this is it. So this was the error. So this is very much important, that we should not have the space between the quantifiers. So this is important. Let's get back to our thing. So we have discussed the error which we got. If anyone had, very good, claps. But let's move forward. So now here we're going to talk about greedy and non-greedy matching. Okay, in this program what was happening is, okay, sorry, so here 3 comma 4, no, 3 comma 5 we have here. 3 comma 5 is going to match for 3 4 and 5. Okay, how can be printed 3 times 4 times or 5 times. But what do you observe here is, or what do you need to observe here is, like here I have ha written 3 times, I have ha written 4 times, and I have ha written 5 times. I have ha written in every three, every 3 things. Like in 3 times also ha is present, 4 times also ha is present, 5 times also ha is present, but still I just got every ha printed, not just 3 ha, 4 ha, 5 ha. I got just 5 ha printed. Why is it so? So I'm going to read what it is written. Since ha 3 comma 5, see there is no space, so no spaces with the quantifier should not have any space between them. Can match 3, 4 or 5 instances of ha in the string ha 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 ha. You might wonder that why it had returned only this particular thing, the whole string 5 times ha. Instead it also has shorter possibilities like ha 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 or ha ha 4 times. Okay, so Python's regular expressions are greedy by default. Okay, they're going to have, what do you mean by greedy? Their ambiguous situation or the best situation, they will match the longest string possible. Okay, they tend to have the solution which is the longest. So it says, this is very much important statement, like Python expression, a regular expression, are greedy by default. Okay, so a non-greedy version of the curly brackets it's followed by the question mark. So if we need to have a non-greedy version of regular expression, so what we're going to do is we're going to have question mark. So I'm going to take the same thing like our regular expression. So we have seen this is the greedy version. Okay, if I need to have the non-greedy version, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a question mark after the quantifiers. So these are the quantifiers and I have just added a question mark after this. Okay, and I'm just gonna copy it. Okay, and I got what? Oops, I haven't searched anything for. Okay, wait. First, I'm going to copy it. Okay, and I'm going to search for this 5 hours. Okay, from 5 hours, I'm going to search for non-greedy things, and I'm going to call mo.group. So non-greedy is what? Non-greedy is going to print the lowest possible thing. Okay, the smallest string. So this is ha ha ha, the 3 time is the smallest thing over here. So we got non-greedy version. So we have greedy version and non-greedy version. The question mark says the non-greedy, non-greedy matching. Okay, so this is greedy and non-greedy matching. Moving forward, the find all method, the very much important. Now till here, what we were using to finding something on our searched thing, we have search method of RE module. Okay, we have the search method of RE module, but now we're going to use find all. Okay, so in addition, it is in addition to search method, regular expressions also has find all method. So what does find all method does is, or what search does is, it searched for the first, okay, or let's say it searches for only the first occurrence, but find all method returns the string of every matched in the string. We will see an example. Okay, let's get to interactive shell so that we can understand what I want to say. Okay, so I'm going to take the previous example which we used to take, like phone number. Okay, and I'm going to say re.compile. Okay, re.compile and same raw string. Okay, raw string, and I'm going to say the same thing like, okay, so we have the same thing like 3, then a number 3, then a hyphen, and then phone number. Then I have an object and I say like phone number dot search. I'll do for both. You must recall it what I want to say. Like if I want to say cell, we have a number like 415, or let's say 555 and 9999. Okay, and this is for cell number, and I have a work number also, which is 212. Okay, then an hyphen 555, then an hyphen, and then 000. Okay, this is what we need to search into. This is the string. Okay, now what this, I'm going to have a group, mo.group. Okay, so this is how we used to write the program before, but what the output over here is going to be, it is just going to check the first occurrence, that is just going to print 415 hyphen the whole number, okay, the whole thing. That is what I said, okay. We are just going to get the first occurrence, but when we use findall thing, let's see, do we have any text to explain? So findall is not going to will not return a match object but a list of strings. Let's get to interactive shell to understand this more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing that re.compile, okay. I'm going to have the same thing over here. Let's say this is, okay, I can't change it now. And here I have the same thing again, but oops, but I'm not, sorry. Here I have mo.phone, okay, and I write here, but instead of using this whole thing like phone number, okay, instead of over here what it is like, we are not going to use any group method. When we use findall method, we just write phone number, the variable, okay, and then we just write findall. So here we are not going to use group, the group method which we used to use, okay. So now over here what is going to be our output? Our output will be, oops, sorry, wait a minute. Our output will be the list of all the occurrences in the search string. We are going to get the list of all the occurrences in the search string. So findall will not return just a match object, but it's going to return a list of strings as long as there are no groups in the regular expression. We're not going to have any groups in this regular expression, okay. So we have discussed this, like it is how it's coming in a list format. So if there are groups in regular expressions, then findall will return a list of tuples. So now if I use groups, okay, like okay, if I use groups, then it is going to return a tuple. For each tuple represents a found match and its items are matched strings for each group in regular expressions. Now moving forward, character class. Now we have seen, so to revise a thing like what exactly findall is. So in search we were not writing what, we were writing group, and in search we just used to get the first occurrence of that particular search string. But when we use findall, we get all the results, we get all the matched strings from that particular search text that we have entered, okay. So this is what findall is. This is very much important because we're not going to use search that much, we are going to use the findall, you know. So now character class, we use \d to match the numbers, you know, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. We use \d. But there are more short-handed character classes. So let's show in the table. We have a table over here, okay. So these all these are the short-handed character classes. So we know the first one, like \small d, lowercase d, it's going to match or represent, okay, any numeric digit from 0 to 9. Similarly, we have \D, which is going to match any character that is not a numeric digit, okay, that is not a number, anything but not a number from 0 to 9. So we're going to use \D, you know. It says now, means we need sometimes, like we need everything but not numbers, so we are going to use D. Anything, it means like when you have characters, let's say we're going to have lowercase alphabets and capital case alphabets, okay. So then similarly we have \lowercase w, which is going to have any letter, any numeric digit or an underscore, okay, it can be anything, okay. Similarly we have \uppercase w, okay, that means any character, but it's not going to be a letter, it's not going to be a numeric digit or a underscore character. Similarly for backslash s and backslash capital S. Okay, backslash small s gives any space, tab, or new line. Similarly, anything but not a space, tab, or a new line. Okay, so this is character class. We generally not write like in brackets 0 to 0 to 5. We are going to write like backslash d and this distance. We have an example over here, like we are going to create our own character class. We'll see how. Okay, so character classes are nice for shortening regular expressions. Okay, if you want to short regular expressions, we're going to use character class. Like character class 0 to 5 will match the number from 0 to 5. Okay, this is shorter than typing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 pipes between them. Okay, so this is better, 0 to 5, rather than writing this thing. How? Try this on your interactive cell. Okay, this is what I meant. Like we have an xmx regex, okay, re.compile, and I have had a error over here. You can guess, like here I must have a raw string, the comma, the quotes are not there, so that is error. Sorry for that. Okay, you do it correctly. Put this on your interactive shell, like raw string backslash d plus backslash s and backslash w plus. Now what does this mean? Here we have backslash w. So what does backslash w is going to do? It's going to have any numeric number, that is from 0 to 9. It can have any number, plus it means followed by, we can say, okay, which is followed by backslash small s, what we have seen in the table. Okay, backslash small s is for any space, tab, or new line. So we can have any space, we can have any tab, or we can have any new line. So backslash s is for new line. Similarly, we have backslash small w plus small w. Backslash small w stands for any letter, numeric digit, or the underscore character. Okay, so we have backslash w plus. It means it can have multiple characters. We're going to understand. Like we have this, like xmx regex dot findall, and we have something in this. This is the string that we want to search into. Okay, so we have 12 dot gumpers, pipers. Okay, whatever. So these are some xmx trees, I guess. Okay, what do you observe? They all have what? The number plus a space, new line, or a tab, and then they have group of alphabets, or let's say group of letters. Okay, now if I run it, what I'm going to get is I'm going to get a list of everything, and they all are strings, of course. Okay, so this is very much important, that we can have a character class which can minimize, shorten our regular expression thing, what we want to search for. Okay, let's move forward. How can we make our own character class, own class? So there are times when we want to have, when we want to match a set of characters, but the short-handed characters are too broad. Means short-handed characters are like much. Okay, because when we talk about backslash d means everything, every digit, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but I don't need all the integers, I just need some of them. Like backslash w stands for all the letters, but I just need a, e, I, o, u, capital A, E, I, O. What do I do? So for that, we are going to have our own character class. So for that, we're going to define our own character class using square brackets, and these are done using square brackets. Let's get to interactive shell and try this out. Okay, we're going to have our own character class. Let's say we want to have the vowel. Okay, vowel regex. Okay, vowel regex, re.compile. Okay, re.compile, and we have our raw string. Inside this raw string, I want to have my own character class. And what do I do is a, e, I, o, u and a, e, I, o, u. Okay, I need a lowercase as well as an uppercase character on my particular search string. Okay, let's try this out, like vowel regex, and then findall, and here let's say mat. Okay, bat. Okay, add, okay, because I need some lowercase also. Ice, okay, then let's say good. Okay, so these are all, let's say we need vowels stuff. Okay, this is the string that we need to search into. I got the list of all the vowels present inside my find all search string, whatever I want to search for. Okay, let's get back. Okay, so you can also include ranges of letters or numbers by using hyphens. We can also have this like A to Z, then capital A to Z, and then 0 to 9. We can also have something like this. Okay, will match all. You can also use symbols. You can also have some symbols like if I want to have some numbers and then I want to have a dot or a full stop, I'm going to use this, but not in this. Okay, I want full stop. I'm not going to use \d. We're not going to make it escape. Okay, so by placing a caret symbol, we also have a caret symbol which is going to say that we want this, but okay, we are not going to have this except this. I want everything. Like, see, I'm going to read it by placing a caret symbol which looks like this just after the character after opening bracket. We're going to have an example. Okay, so you can make a negative character class. We can have a negative character class. A negative character class means what? Which is going to match all the characters that are not in the character class. Okay, everything but not what is there in the class. Let's take an example. I'm going to have the same thing like vowel dot this re dot compile, and what I'm going to do is before the whole this thing, I'm going to add this caret symbol. Okay, and let's do the same thing, that vowel find all this. Oops, copy and paste. Okay, I'm going to get everything. Spaces also, you know, spaces are also non-vowel things which is not inside this. Okay, so this is very much important. If you put space over here, then spaces are going to include in this without caret thing. Okay, so this is find all with a caret symbol and making our own character class. Okay, moving forward, now we have seen a caret symbol. Caret symbol is also used somewhere like the character and a dollar character. Okay, caret and a dollar character. You can also use caret symbol at the start of the regex to indicate that match must occur at the beginning of the search text. You know, so if I want to say like it must start with a string spam, so I'm going to use caret. I'm going to take an example. Similarly, we use dollar sign at the end of the regex to indicate that the string must end with this particular pattern. Okay, let's take an example, I guess. Okay, and and of course you can use both a caret and a dollar to indicate that the string must start with this and end with this. That is, it is not enough for a match to be made on some subset of the string. Okay, let's go to interactive shell and study this. What I mean is, let's say we have beginning with hello variable. Begin with hello. We want to begin the variable, or I want to begin this particular string always with hello. So what I do is re dot compile, because this compile method is very much important, because this is where we write a variable, and I write hello. So the difference between the caret which we used above and caret which we are using here is that we are using the square brackets for making character class. We're not using square brackets over here. Okay, so this is the difference. You might get into dilemma like, what is the difference between the caret which we are using above and caret we are using now? So that is, for character class we are using caret inside the square brackets, but here we are not. Moving, doing the same thing, like I'm going to search, I'm not going to find all thing. Okay, so this is the very big variable which I have created. So okay, so I have this. I'm gonna search like hello world. It is starting, it's going to have like this. This is the output. when it matches for, caret symbol, like re.match object span from 0 to 5. So it's at the length also. Okay, span from 0 to 5, and matches, yes, it is matched hello. But what if we don't have hello as a starting? What do we get? Let's see. Do we get an error or something? Let's see. It's not starting from hello, it's starting from this something. Okay, let's see, what do we get? We don't get anything, I guess. Or if I do like this, we're not going to get any output. If I do this and I write like equal to none, semi true or false, true, it's nothing. We are not going to get anything because it's not matching, no? Okay, moving forward now, using dollar sign also. So can I edit on the same thing? Yes, let's say no, we can't. Let's say whole something x is the variable. Okay, let's be now re.compile. Okay, re.compile. Now what I need over here is I need to start with \d, and it can be any number, and I also wanted to end it with \d. Okay, do you get what I want to say? Like it must start with a number and end with the number, and I say, okay, x dot search. Okay, I want to search it on, it is starting with a number, ending with a number. Let's say, what do we get? Okay, means that plus is doing something. Because if it is matched, then this particular thing, re.match object, things must come into action. Yes, it is. It is starting from that and ending with that. Okay, if similarly, if it is not, then equal to none, it's going to return true. Okay, it's not starting or ending. Okay, so this is how we use escape character as well as a dollar sign. Now we have something new that is called as wildcard characters. Okay, so now here the dot character in the regular expression is called as the wildcard, and it's going to match any character except for a new line. Okay, it's going to match any character, anything, but new line is not accepted. What does it mean? Let's get to interactive shell to understand this. I must have written this program, yeah, because okay. Let's get to interactive shell. Now let's say we have a variable y, okay, and it say re.compile. Okay, and what I said is we are going to use dot operator over here, like we have r dot at. Okay, so we are not going to have anything but new, we are not going to have new line but anything. So if I do y dot find all, okay, and I have the cat in the hat, okay, sat, let's say we have this. So I get cat, hat and sat because these are the number which starts from at, which ends at with at. Okay, let's get to interactive shell. So remember that the dot character is not going to will match just one character. It's just going to match one character. To match an actual dot, you're going to use an backslash dot thing. Now what is matching everything with dot and a star? Okay, sometimes you want something with anything, like asking your first name is something and answer can be anything. Okay, like can be a characters, it can be letters, no, like as an example I told you, the first name which is followed by any and all text, which is followed by last name which can be any, which is followed by anything. So how do I do that? How do I get that thing? So here we're going to use dot star operator. Okay, dot star operator to stand for that anything. Okay, that here anything is going to mean dot star. So remember here dot character means any single character except a new line. and the star character means 0 or more of preceding characters. It can be have nothing, it can have nothing, it can have at least something. Okay, 0 or more preceding character. Let's move to interactive shell. Okay, so we have like name regex. Okay, sorry, I have a name regex which says re dot compile. We're going to have our regular expression here inside the raw string. Okay, so let's say we have first name. Okay, first name, and then we have dot and a star operator, and then we have a last name. Similarly over here also we have a dot and a star operator. Okay, now let's use search over here. We have an object, okay, which says name regex dot search. Okay, and I say like first name, let's say AI, and last name like anything, let's say mouse. Okay, we have this, we're going to search in this. Now if I do mo dot group, let's see what we get. AI, and we get everything. What if I do mo dot group 1? I'm going to get the first name, that is AI, the first matched thing. So if I do mo dot group 2, I'm going to get the second matched thing. Okay, so the dot star uses greedy mode. Okay, it is also greedy. It's going to match the first possible thing. Okay, the first that is matched is the answer. Okay, similarly, if you need to have the non-greedy thing, okay, you're going to use a question mark to match any and all text in the non-greedy fashion. You're going to use dot star and a question mark, which you can see. Let's get to interactive shell and try this out also. Okay, so non-greedy, matching. So we have like non-greedy regex, let's say non-greedy, and re dot compile. Okay, re dot compile r. See, this is something which I'm writing new. Now over here, what are you getting? We have this angle bracket, then we have something for anything, and now we have non-greedy. Okay, now let's see this. What I'm writing is, first object is non-greedy, and I want to search in what like to serve man for dinner. First of all, let's try it on the greedy way. Oh, we cannot, because I have its interpreter. So this is non-greedy. Okay, the first one is non-greedy. I have made an error. It must be on. Okay, non-greedy search. Okay, now if I have mo dot group, I'm going to get two-man serve. So this is greedy. Okay, like the non-greedy, the first thing. Okay, first thing is God and the answer over here. But what if I want greedy, or let's say non-greedy, sorry. I'm going to remove this question mark over here, and I'm going to do the same thing. Now here what I'm going to get is, I'm going to get the whole thing, that all the possible, so I'm going to get to serve man for dinner, because you can see what I said is I need angle brackets. Okay, I need angles bracket and something inside it. So here I have two places where I have angle brackets, opposite angle brackets, like this and this. Then I have this and this. So the non-greedy thing just matched this much, and the greedy thing matched everything. Okay, everything that is possible. Okay, now matching Newline with a dot character. And how do we, because this was the dot thing was for matching everything except Newline. So what if I want to match Newline? So the dot will match the dot star will match everything except a Newline. So by passing re dot dot all as the second argument to re.compile, you're going to make the dot character match all characters including the new character. So you're going to use re dot all. This is the second argument that we're going to go pass for re.compile. So I have the code written over here itself. So I have no new line regex, which is re.compile. So first I'm not going to use re dot all, and then I'm going to use it. Okay. So here I have the things to search, and here I have written the group and search in the same thing, that is accepted, no issues. So this is the particular string. So what I said is not going to have any new line. Why? Because it does not have any re dot all function. So what the output must be, the output will be just till serve the public trust. Okay, so we have the output serve the public trust. But when I use re dot all argument as the second argument re dot compile, and I have the same thing, and to get everything from top to bottom, like serve the public trust, new line, protect the innocent, new line, uphold the law. Okay, so this is how we match the new line character using re dot all as a second argument for re dot compile. Okay, we don't need to go to interactive shell for this. Now this is the end, and let us revise everything that we have learned till now, because this is the intermediate section. This is where you collect everything. Okay, so we have matches. The question mark is going to match 0 or more preceding objects groups, going to match nothing or something. Similarly, we have a star going to match 0 or more preceding object. I think I have written it wrong. Question mark is going to match 0 or one of the preceding groups. It's going to match 0, nothing, or just one preceding group. Similarly, question mark is asterisk is going to match 0 or more preceding groups. Similarly, we have plus, which is going to, or the add character, which is going to match one or more of the preceding groups, one or more than that. So now we have this. Okay, this is the thing which we have seen in the previous video, like curly brackets, and we have n, a number, going to match exactly n of the preceding groups. Like we have high example from this. Okay, then we have, this is the thing which I haven't discussed, like it's obvious, I was about to discuss it over here, like this thing in curly braces we are writing n comma something, nothing. It's going to have minimum of n times matching. Okay, n instances matching, minimum of n and more than n. Similarly, we have comma m, minimum of 0 matches, matches 0 or more. Yes, 0 or more preceding groups. It's going to have nothing match or the maximum of m time match. Okay, we have, this is 3,5 is that example which we are taking. Important thing over here is that we use no spaces in this quantifiers. Okay, not to use any spaces. Okay, else it's going to have an error, attribute error, which we were having on the previous video. Okay, which we have solved in the first part of this video. So matches at least n or at most m of the preceding groups. Then we have this, okay, greedy and non-greedy matching. Then we have the caret spam beginning, and then we have a dollar, it's going to end. Okay, then we have a dot going to match an except, except everything is going to match character, all characters except a new line, and we have backslash d, backslash w, and backslash s, which is going to match digit, word, and space respectively. Similarly, all capitals, which is going to match except digit, except word, except space characters. Okay, so this is it for the video. I haven't updated that what's next, so we are going to have some advanced topic in the next video, like case sensitive matching. Then we go, means whatever, in whatever case you write, we're going to match it. Okay, so we are going to have case sensitive matching. Then we're going to have like sub method. Okay, then we're going to manage complex regex. Okay, we're going to have some complex regex like combining re.ignore case, dot all. We're going to get more about dot all and stuff, reverbos, and then we want to have a final video in which we're going to discuss phone number and email address extractor. That will be our project video, and then I'm going to give you a challenge video. Okay, and the solution of that challenge video will be on my blog post. So don't forget to like, share, and comment. You can watch the previous video or the most preferred video over this box. Suggest me changes, comment down your doubts or any more topics that you need. Okay, you can get the notes of this particular regex thing on my blog post as I complete everything, and click subscribe so that you never miss an update. And by this I'm signing off. Thank you very much.